Good morning, children. Today we will start with Geography Chapter 2 Natural Resources, Land and Soil. And in this video, we will specifically study about land as the utmost or the most important natural resource. We will also deal with the various land reforms and the utilization, uses of land, meaning of land uses, land utilization in India and in other countries across the globe, major threats to the land, and the need and methods of conservation of land resources. Children, our Mother Earth is a unique planet endowed with the basic qualities including its physical features and environment which support life and also provide the various means of our survival and opportunities for the development of human beings. Also, the natural resources available on the surface of the earth are of prime concern and vital importance for mankind. You are already acquainted with the major domains of the earth, which include the hydrosphere, the atmosphere, and the lithosphere. The lithosphere, which covers about 29% of the total surface of the earth, comprises of the solid upper crust of the earth along with the soil and is termed as land. Land, which is that part of the earth's surface which is not covered by water, is the most important resource which is used by human beings for different purposes, like for the purpose of building his shelters and settlements, and also for the conduction and carrying out of the different economic activities like agriculture, pastoral farming, transport, and other related activities. Most of the clothing requirements of man comes from land. About 95% of human food requirements are also met from land. It is a habitat for thousands of species and wildlife and is an important and a credible part for the ecosystem. Human beings extract minerals from the land and use them for building industries and other settlements. That is why it is important to use the land with due care, caution, and proper planning. Various factors are responsible for determining the utilization of land. These include the physical factors like relief features, the quality, content, and texture of soil, and the supporting climate, which includes the amount, quality, and availability of water or rainfall, wind, and sunshine. The physical shape or surface of earth is referred to as its relief feature and it affects the use of land. Earth's surface is comprised of various landforms which are uneven and full of elevations. So, depending upon their shape and elevations, the landforms are divided into mountains, plateaus, and plains. While 43% of the total area of the land is occupied by the plains, mountains cover 30%, and 27% is covered by the plateaus. Also, not all portions of land or landforms are habitable. Areas that are inhabited to have very few or no population are the areas that have rugged terrains, steep slopes, uneven plateau surfaces, deserts and swampy land, and are sparsely populated regions. Contrary to this, the densely populated areas of land are plains and river valleys, as they have suitable land for agriculture. Indo-Gangetic Plain is an example of such landform, providing opportunities for agricultural and other economic activities and settlement. Apart from the physical features, the land utilization also depends upon certain human factors, which include the population pressure, its density and quality, as also the cultural and technical ability of mankind and the needs of the people. Apart from the physical and human factors, the utilization of land is also determined by certain other factors, which include the location and accessibility of the area, also the infrastructure of the land and the area. Let us now discuss about the meaning and definition of land use. Children, the pattern or the manner of land utilization is termed as land use. It depends upon the quality of land. The quality of land may either be productive or unproductive. If the quality of land is productive, it facilitates or paves way for the conduction of different economic activities. But if the part of the land is unproductive, then it actually turns out into a wasteland or a barren land. Now, children, this table is about a comparative study of the use of land by different countries, reflecting the level of the economic development as well as the various economic activities undertaken by all these countries. So, as you can see, India has the largest percentage of its land under agricultural use, which is then followed by countries like France, UK, and USA. Children, based on the ownership, land is classified under two heads, namely the community land and the private land. As the name itself suggests, a community land is a land which is used by the communities or by different people for common uses, which include collection of fodder, fruits, nuts, medicinal herbs, etc. Whereas a private land is the one which is owned only by an individual or a family. Children, now we will study about the various factors which are responsible for causing major threats to the land and to the environment as a whole. So, the increasing population and the ever-growing demand has or is responsible for changes in the land use pattern. the available land is not sufficient to satisfy such ever growing demands of the people. Also, the large scale destruction of forest cover and exploitation of fertile lands for expansion of agricultural and constructional activities has led to the conversion of forested areas into croplands and croplands into non-agricultural uses such as building of roads and buildings. Not only this, the over exploitation of mineral resources has also contributed in this regard. All these factors together have led to the various major threats to the environment, which include desertification, soil erosion, degradation of the quality of land, and landslides. So, keeping in mind the nature of land and the requirements of the community, land use has to be planned properly to get the best results. Certain important steps may be taken in this regard, which includes afforestation or planting more trees, land reclamation, which is a process of creating new land from oceans, river beds, or lake beds, regulated use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers, and checks on overgrazing by animals. Also, making rules related to soil and land would help improvise the quality of land and combat the major threats to the land and the environment as a whole. Thank you.